brought two Ferraris to Cavallino in 2024. The show is in Palm Beach, Florida at the end of January, and this year it started out a little wet. So luckily I covered the car last night because it rained. I'm gonna have to wipe off some of this moisture, but I'll wait till I park it and give it a final wipe down. These guys worth a lot more money left uncovered, but nothing, just a little bit of water, it'll wipe off. Okay, we did it. Platinum. We got a platinum. Finally, thank God. So congratulations.
Thank you. Same.
You know,
Same.
well, we're just a long journey, but we're here. We're done.
Nice.
Are you going to dinner tonight?
Yeah.
I'll see you there.
Yeah. Very good.
Great. Got a platinum. Happy to do it, and get to load this on a truck, and it's heading over to the UK, and it's going. It's flying home. So congratulations, guys. You know, I'm just really glad it's done, and you know, I think it was well deserved. Beautiful car. Everybody who's involved I want to thank, and yeah, so on to the next one. Good morning. I have morning voice because it's 7 o'clock in the morning, Sunday. Last night we had the dinner, which was great. It was great to see everybody and talk to people. I never get a chance, or don't never, but you know, the nice thing about the dinner sometimes is all the people that you know are there, and you can actually sit and have a conversation. I know it's hard at a banquet table where you're only talking to a couple people, but I was very fortunate to have the you know, two people on either side, you know, or several people on either side of me that I really wanted to spend some time with. So it was great. It was good to catch up and learn a little bit more about them than just what car people are or what kind of cars you have. But besides that, what I wanted to talk about was just this whole Cavallino process and you know, just winning. The floor headlight car that we won a platinum on, that's the third one that this car has won. I mean, we could have stopped at the first one, but the car was purchased by another owner and he wanted to win a platinum. So last year it was brought back. We won with that, and then he wanted to do it again. He wanted to see if he could get an even better score. Well, I'm suspicious. We'll have to wait until we get the score sheets back, but I suspect that we might have done, you know, had more points deducted on this third go around. But we'll see. I mean, I think the owner's still extremely happy. He's still got a platinum. I mean, hey, listen, a 97 points or better car, which this car scored 3 times, is nothing to be ashamed of. So he's pretty happy. But what I'm personally happy about is this PF Coupe. This PF Coupe we brought last year, and we missed platinum by half a point, and it can happen. Without getting into those details, you know, I feel vindicated that the car is good. I'm capable of getting a car to platinum, bringing it to the show, presenting it, and winning. So the owners of that car are very happy, and I'm happy because it was a long road. I mean, I think back to meeting this owner, you know, back in 2018, and then discussing a project or two, and we actually, you know, truth be told, this PF Coupe is the third car that I've helped manage and restore. I did these cars in Latvia, and had a relationship with the shop that's out there, and they agreed to do it for my client, and I agreed to consult on it. Went to Latvia, traveled and inspected, and then COVID hits in the middle of the PF Coupe. So then things went into consulting in via Zoom meetings and pictures and phone calls, and then finally when the flights opened up, I was able to go to Latvia, do the final inspection on the car before it left that shop. came to the United States, sent to me because we wanted to prep it for Cavallino. I brought it last year after a prep at my shop, and like I said, missed platinum by half a point. The owners were understanding. We brought it back after more updating and correcting, and finally, this long journey. When you think about it, it's you know, 5 years of you know, because this car was bought in 2019, and when you think about it, it's it was like 4.5 year journey. So pretty proud of it. But you know, when this thing happens, and what people don't see, because a lot of times when you guys look at these videos and you look at all the stuff that happens at the shows, and you see all the we're standing around and we're presenting the car, and we're with the owners, and we're going to these banquets and all, that's like 1% of the time. What you don't see is the logistical nightmare. Oh, speaking of logistical nightmare, I gotta get this. So that call is exactly what I was talking about. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, and about a week or two ago, planning on getting the PF Coupe here, I get a phone call or you know, WhatsApp message from the owner in the UK, and he's like, oh, by the way, we're not taking we're going to ship the car out directly from Palm Beach. There's no reason for us to ship it anywhere else. It'll just go and go to England. And I said, okay, that's fine, no big deal. I'll just cancel the other return trip for my car, or on the transporter to me, because I was just going to take the car back and hold it. And then he's like, no, we're going to ship it. So his assistant calls me, says, we're going to do this. And I said, do you know that this show is on a Saturday? So this car, it's not like you can just take it to the airport or take it to the you know, to a shipping container or whatever, and then send the car out. When Cavallino finishes, everything gets struck. Like the tents get struck, the golf course goes back to normal, and you've got no place to put a car. I could probably store a car for a day, but it's going to sit in the outside parking lot. Somebody has to take this car. Not to mention, I'm leaving this morning to go home. So they're like, oh, well, let's figure this out. So now the last week has just been phone calls and negotiations and talking, and you have the title, there's this, and because, you know, shipping a car overseas is not, you know, it's not complicated, but you need certain paperwork filled out correctly, and scheduling and logistics and all this other stuff. And to do that remotely, because I'm just here for a couple days to show this car, and that turns into a complicated you know, logistical thing. I'm meeting a truck driver that's going to take the car. He's going to take it and put it in storage, and all that had to happen this week. So while I'm working and trying to get down here, I'm trying to work out with everybody. And of course, the last person that calls me is a driver, because everything else, you know, you have managers, you have dispatchers, you had logistical guys from the shipping company to the titling company, all this stuff talking to each other. And finally, the truck driver calls me this weekend while I'm in the middle of prepping all these cars to say, we need to meet. Where are you? Who are you? Da 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 da. So, long story short, I'm heading over back to the breakers at 7 o'clock in the morning to get rid of this car, load it on the truck, and then that way I can catch my flight out this morning. So here we go. I'm gonna start driving, because I think as this phone call comes and he's already driving down there, and I need to get over there. All right, so guys are getting ready to go to the other show, but I am not. I'm getting this car ready to just take it on home. But yeah, here's the morning after. There's our Cavalino Classic ribbon, and here is the award. Pretty neat, nice piece of hardware, and we're going to just tuck this in here, and we are going to wrap it up. This was the placard for the car, for anybody who is paying, you know, who wants to check out the QR code. And then just gonna button this all up, kind of safely tuck these things away, because that's going into a truck. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, packing it up and sending it away.
Well, I'm back from Cavallino, and been about a day or so, and I've had some time to think about it, and very excited and happy for both owners, both cars, so it's all great. But now I'm looking to do what's the next project. So the owners of the PF Coupe were excited. They said, that's great, there was so much fun to do it. So we talked about it, and they're like, well, let's find something else. So now I got to try to do it all over again. Excited if I can, but man, finding these project cars are not easy. That PF Coupe that I found in Michigan had been sitting in a guy that I knew for a good 15, 20 years. Can I find another one? What I would love to do is something in that era. I think that we're looking for something in the 50s. Now, we talked about it. I was like, I'd love to do a short wheelbase. Number one, I think that's a little bit out of their budget. We can afford something around the PF Coupe, but I was thinking Bolano. I was thinking maybe a Lusso. I was thinking something like that. I don't think, a GTC would necessarily be the car. Maybe a Dino, but I kind of want to do these 50s and 60s cars. So it kind of leaves us a little narrow in focus. So like on my list that I would present would probably be like a Bolano, an Elena maybe, but I kind of obviously like the Bolanos a little bit better. Europa, what else is out there that I would love to do? Maybe a PF Cab. So that you can see where the price range is kind of. So I'm looking to you guys, hey, listen, I have to cast that net pretty wide to try to find another project. So, let's see if anybody out there knows of a project car that's sitting kind of forlorn or needs to be put back together, or somebody's had for ages and just wants to see it happen. It would be great to be involved in another project from start to finish like I just did with this PF Coupe. So, please let me know and reach out and let's chase another car. But until then, congratulations to everybody who won. It was such a great time, and thanks for watching.